Alright, for this is my discussion for Units 17 and 18 in Linguistics. No, do not do that. Alright, first of all, from Unit 17, I have the basic word order of ASL sentences with transitive verbs is subject, verb, object. Obviously, it's talking about the order from subject to verb to object for sentences. This is the main format for languages. I believe the book said 44% of all languages use this format in sentences. But transitive basically means if a verb is transitive, it means it allows objects in the sentence. And conversely, I have the basic word order of ASL sentences with intransitive verbs is a subject verb, an intransitive verb being one that does not allow an object. Those two pretty much go hand in hand. But when when additions are made to the main clause, they are marked. That's the end of the sentence. I keep on forgetting that. When additions are made to the main clause, they are marked. You can omit the subject and or object in some situations, like when the book gives the example of somebody they can't find the dog. Somebody asks if they had found the dog yet. Then they say research can't find. They drop the subject or object of dog. They they don't have to sign it because contextually it makes sense not to use it. There's no need to sign the word dog over and over again. Dog. Uh, the main non-manual signals for topicalization are raised eyebrows, a slight forward head tilt rather, and a possible short pause. Duke, your ears are using the touchscreen. All right. Um, uh, these are all the the non-manual signals for topicalization, making a sentence about a topic. I pretty much just said the same thing over again. Displacement in Unit 18, it talks about displacement, which lets us talk about things in the past and future. Now, all languages have displacement because languages let you think of ideas and talk about events that'll happen in the future or that have already happened in the past. If you can think of a form of communication that is not a proper language, you cannot use displacement. You are limited to the present if you're not using an actual language. But, with ASL and any other actual language, you are not limited to the present. You can talk about really whatever the heck you want. And ASL does not add morphemes to show tense. The book says there are a few signs that use it, but it rarely ever happens. There are specific signs to show tense. You don't have to say the man walked and then figure spell ed to show that it was past tense. You say past man walk because that means the same thing. Excuse me. We have signs like yesterday or yesterday, depending on which one you want to use. Past, now / today, morning, afternoon, evening, night, future, tomorrow, week, next week, all that fun stuff. So we have plenty of ways to talk about the future. We don't have to add morphemes. And then, instead of prefixes and suffixes, the movement of the signs changes. Sorry, I didn't mark the end of my sentences. You know, like the book said, to indicate that you want to say you were studying for a long time or continually, you just move the main hand in small circles. I was studying for such a long time. And, you can do the same thing to change the sign to make it briefly. Studied for a little bit, studied quickly, studied slowly. And there are so many other ways that you can do this. Excuse me. So, sign language, this is something that I had already learned. I think, at least. I honestly can't remember if I've learned this or not. I'm tired. But it's really interesting to know that you can just I can't speak. You can just change the movement to change the meaning of the sign, almost. It's not a complete change, but it's enough of a change to know what time period it took place in.